Good day and welcome back to another week of Talking Technical, and thank you for the requests. And if we look at the market looks like everybody is just so positive, but I think the golden rule slowly but surely is starting to creep in, and that is gold above 5,000 makes investors positive, and silver above $80. And the moment you see some weakness below that, then suddenly the commodities are starting to lose a little bit of momentum, and the market is also showing then some weakness. Well, if we look at the UVIX now, the reason why I look at the UVIX, and this is an exchange traded fund that I want to point out. I mean, this is for somebody that would like to build a position in the UVIX, and the reason why I'm looking at the UVIX, remember, S&P record highs, Dow Jones record highs. The Nasdaq, it pulled back last week because of some bad results out of the old stalwarts, the technology sector. But what we can say to ourselves is, when the S&P and the Dow gets hit by a shock, we can suddenly see that the UVIX can maybe tick up a little bit. Now, if you just have a look here, well, this is the UVIX. Remember, this is an exchange traded fund, so it is not as responsive as the normal VIX, but the VIX is a geared instrument, but the UVIX is also geared, but it's not that volatile. Now, if you look at this, the UVIX, I want to draw in a little line there. If you want to build a position, I will say build a position at the bottom of this range, and that range is sitting between $5.33 and $6.94. Let's make it $7. But the golden rule here, or the trick, is that this 50-day moving average is still a resistance. And what we've seen in the past, as all the other charts always show you, below this 50-day moving average, the momentum is to the downside. And look at this index from 2025 May. It remained below all the way down this 50-day moving average all the time. So I will say, if you want to build a position, you can build a position. I gave you the range, and I'm going to give you a stop loss as well. The stop loss is $5.31. So below $5.31, it can maybe go to zero, because the minimum that it go to is zero. So if you want to build a position on the UVIX, and that is only if you believe that there's going to be a shock in the S&P and the Dow Jones, maybe sometime to happen, and then this exchange traded fund will react to the top. Well, somebody asked about Orion. I looked at Orion the other day as well, I think a week or two ago on the show. And if you look at the chart here, the guy said to me, Frans, yes, you're right. You think it's maybe going to pull back. And there's the little gap that he shows there between 23 and 24. Let's draw it in for you. Then you can see. I just want to show you. There's the low of that candle, that is 24. And there's the high of that one, is 23. But clearly at the moment we see that the share has rallied away from the 50-day moving average. It shows some massive lower shadows, upper shadows here. Mostly lower shadows tell you that everybody don't want to see the share below this price, and there you are. That is spot on, 40 cents. I think if 40 cents break the psychological level, we can maybe pull back to this level, and that will be 34, and then especially if it lose more momentum, all the way down to 24. So yes, if you've got some money in the bank here and you're happy, then maybe look at locking in some profits below 40 cents. And remember, that's the reversal candle that I was looking at. I also showed that on a social platform, X, to say, listen, just don't ignore these reversal candles. But I just want to show or say to you, remember, this is a exploration company. They have not yet up to this point produced 1 ounce of copper. So it can maybe be still a bit of work to be done. We know Billiton is involved, Glencore is involved to see if they can get involved with the exploration. Glencore wants some of the product to buy. So everything looks very, very bullish. But for me, it's quite simple and easy. Below 40 cents, it can maybe go down, maybe close this gap, and maybe time to buy back at around this 34, 35 cents, and maybe if we're lucky we can get it back to 24 cents. But remember, this company will probably go into production only later this year. Let's have a look at Jubilee. Now, Jubilee, as we all know, is in production. They are a brilliant company. They're doing a lot of things right, and the share looks okay. I just want to move that over to Rand, and if you look at that, there was the breakout. I showed it for our subscribers, so they well in some good money. But what I like about this company, there's an inverse cup and handle here, or sorry, not an inverse cup and handle, a cup and handle. There you are. I just want to show you it's a little bit below the resistance line, and there you are. There's the handle, and there's the cup, and I mean above R1.80. This share can maybe go all the way. Let's just do the extension there, close to 146, and on this one I'm going to just look at it more or less, maybe R1.28. And where's my stop loss? If you buy above 108, use your stop loss of R10.97 just to play safe. But this chart looks okay, above the 50-day moving average. It ran a little bit away, but I mean above R1.08, it can maybe surprise to the top. Now I want to show you some shares that do not know any profit taking. And these shares are in favor. First of all, we can just look at this and we'll see that Capitec, one of the stalwarts of the market, nothing can stop this company. They've got gaps to the downside. There's one. But look at this share. I mean, this is almost, somebody said to me the other day, Frans, I'm waiting now 4 years to buy this company, but I cannot buy it because every time that I want to buy it, it starts to rally again. Well, it sounds like my story with Richemont. Every time that I try to buy it, the other day I waited at 3,000 Rand, and I think it turned around to 327. So yes, I'm in the same boat there, but I'm going to show you that the momentum is still clearly to the top. And remember, I'm still convinced if our market comes under pressure, we'll probably see these banks, although everybody fundamentally say they are cheap, we'll maybe see them lower. And if we look at Capitec here, there's the rising wedge. I just show it in case it comes back, and some people will say, no, Frans, it will never come back, but the first warning sign will be below 4,295 Rand and 21 cents, and then it can maybe go down to 4,028 and 91, and only the first worry will be below this 50-day moving average, and that sits at 4,182 Rand and 90 cents. Let's have a look at Absa. Absa is the same story. The company is paying a good dividend. People say it's cheap, but look at this beautiful rally. I mean, just from October last year, from 180 to 260, slow but surely moving higher. And there you are, you've got the same scenario. It is maybe moving beautifully up on the support line. And what do we see? If we do that, we can do that as well. Then we'll see it's a classic rising wedge, the same as Capitec. So there's a lot of fundamental money in this, and say that the chart looks okay. First sign of weakness below 254.95. The target is this 50-day moving average at 237.90. And just keep in mind, there's a little gap here that may close in time to time income, and that is sitting between 221.71 and there you are, 217.72. Well, let's have a look at Bitcoin. There was also a request on Bitcoin, and somebody said, whoa, Frans, I want to buy Bitcoin. And I mean, this fell off the cliff. In actual fact, I had a target of 56, but it went down to 60 the other day. But now we see a classic waterfall formation. We see a strong bullish candle there, but it's not a bullish engulfing. Remember, a bullish engulfing needs to have 60%. It's probably on 60%, but it needs to, usually I like, if I use the word engulfing, I want it to engulf that bearish candle, but doesn't matter. After the waterfall formation, you've got the first sign of technical strength will be above that little tiny candle there, 721.74, 72,174, and then it can go back, I think, to this 50-day moving average, 86,409. But where's my stop loss? with Bitcoin, always big stop losses, but I will give you that stop loss there. That's the one that I will prefer, is 671 313, 67 313, and please just leave it out below 59,930. If that breaks, we can maybe see 56,000 in Bitcoin. One of the other shares just going one way, nothing can stop this company, is MTN. Same story, beautiful all the way to the top, but same thing as with Absa and with Capitec, nothing can stop these shares, but all of them sit with the same patterns, rising wedges, and a rising wedge is unfortunately a warning formation. But where will this warn? MTN only below 177.20. My target will be, let's just show you the target, because the others I projected on my own. Let's show you there. If I do the projection to the downside, there you are. It can maybe go all the way to this low. People will say, Frans, you're crazy. It will never go from 186 to this level, but let's have a look. Where is that level? And my target there will be 149.50. Well, it can happen. These shares just saw some money flowing in all the time, but the first sign of weakness will be the break of that support, and then of course the 50-day moving average sitting at 170.47. Well, thank you for watching the show. We'll chat again, and visit our website www.fransdeclercq.com for more info, and as always, we'll chat again.